Hello, I'm Margaret. You have heard Dr. Lewis and Dr. Caitlin discuss the importance of implementing anti-racial policies. We realize that it may sound like we're beating up on you, but that is not our intent. But we must, in order to implement a policy of anti-racism, we must first address the issues. We, Dr. Lewis, Dr. Caitlin, and myself, we're three different ages. We look different. Our culture is different. But what we do have in common is that we are racialized as African Americans. And as African Americans entering into the professorate or African Americans entering into the classroom of a predominantly PWI class, there are policies that say there are policies that say we do not discriminate against anyone. We welcome everyone regardless of their race, their creed, their color. But yet there is unspoken prejudgments. You look at our hair, and our hair may offend you in some way, and you prejudge us because of our hair. Dr. Lewis have curly hair. Dr. Caitlin has that beautiful black straight hair. And I have sister locks. Our hair does not define us. Our hair is just who we are. It's a part of who we are. But we don't want our hair to cause you, or our culture to cause you. No, that ain't right. Skip that. Okay, we come. We are three different women with different cultures, and the only thing we have together is that we have been racialized as African Americans. And as African Americans in a PWI, we sometimes feel as though we're being sidestepped when we enter into the classroom. You may look at my hair and say, but don't prejudge me by the looks of my hair, because my hair does not define me. My hair is just a part of who I am. And my culture, if you don't understand, just come and ask. So tell me about yourself. But in the classroom, there is a policy that says we do not discriminate against anyone, regardless of race, creed, or color. But there are unspoken policies that we as African Americans face in the classroom. We bring our cultures with us. Our culture comes into that classroom, just as our culture comes with us into a counseling session. We may not speak the same, But yet we know the importance of communicating effectively with our cohorts, with our professors, with our clients. We understand that you may say tomato and I say tomato, but the communication is still there. We are saying the same thing. Don't prejudge because it don't sound the way you are saying it. I am from the country, and if you were to come and ask anyone from where I'm from how to get to the ABC outlet, you will never hear. You go 3 miles down the road, you make a left, then you go northeast about 5 miles, and you turn right, and the outlet should be setting somewhere back in the back. You will not hear that here. They'll look at you like, what was that? And they'll go to the next person. But where I'm from, they're going to tell you, go that way. And you go down to the Knotty Pine. And when you get to the Knotty Pine, you take a left. And when you go take that left, you're going to go straight. No, you're going to go straight. And when you go straight, you're going to go across a bridge. Now, when you go across the bridge, just keep going. Go down that bridge, go down that road, and you're going to see a tree that splits. When a tree splits, slow down. Slow down because there's going to be a hard left. You're going to have to take that left. And you're going to go down that road. You're going to see another bridge. And when you go across that bridge, as you're going down the hill, you're going to see the outlet sitting by a blue building. That is my culture. That is the way where I grew up. Tell you how to get a place. But don't get it twisted. Because the same person that gave you those directions can go to a construction company and tell the contractor where to cut the road, how to line the houses, and they have no education to do it. They just know. So, as counselors, we are encouraged by the ACA, by KCRAB, to be aware of where we are in this spectrum. Who are we? What are we bringing into the classroom? What are we bringing to our clients? We must know where we are. I may be a little bit wealthier than you. You may be a whole lot wealthier than I. But we are in this together. Anti-racial policies can only be implemented when the unspoken biases and prejudices are addressed. And again, we're not beating up on you. We just want to make you aware that this goes on. And sometimes, not sometimes, Sharon, I don't know. There are times when we just need to come together and just realize who we are. We are people who want to learn the proper way to help others that are having hard times in their lives at this moment. Implementing the policies to help us learn those techniques and skills to become competent, we must work together. And we must know where we are. We must know our biases. We must know that in order to implement a policy of anti racism, we have to be honest and address that racism. And Dr. Kennedy, he states that anti racism is it. It's just simply admitting that you made a racial statement, admitting what I'm thinking is racial. I am prejudging these people. And th- that's not right. Let me get to know this person before I decide what they are about. And you may find out that we are here together to learn together, implementing the policies, eradicating that black ceiling that says, as an African American teacher, professor, I'm not qualified to teach you. That's not so. As an African American, we're going to take our skills and our knowledge and our competency into our culture, into our communities. And in order for anti racism policies to be implemented, it must start with us. It must start with us discussing racism with our children. It starts at home. We must start talking to our children about accepting others for who they are. We must. Sharon, I don't know if this is right, so I don't know. On my next one, I'll discuss my photo. Oh God, I feel so silly. I feel so stupid.